Hey, this is Ty from Advanblack, and I'm here with Jaime Camil.
Ty, I'm a fan. I see your videos on the Advanblack platforms, and so I have to apologize because I arrived to Advanblack very excited to meet you and Gavino and Alan. I'm like, oh my God, you guys! And you were like, guy, chill, just chill. Don't fan out on us. So I apologize for that.
It was hard for me to not fan out, so I've been trying to be chill. So if you think that maybe I didn't appreciate you or your work, I do.
No, I know, and I also know that your daughter probably loves Jane the Virgin. So shout out to your daughter. Congratulations on the scholarship for the volleyball. But thank you guys. You're so sweet. You're so generous. Thank you for having me.
We're so glad to have you down here, and I am so glad that you brought your Harley today.
Yeah.
Tell us about how you got started even in riding.
That is a crazy question that we will need probably 3 days. I started riding when I was 5 years old. I love riding. My dad used to have a rancho, and a place in Mexico City, in the outsides of Mexico City called Valle de Bravo. Beautiful place. So we did the Fat Cats, or motocross, the enduro, all of that since I was 5 years old, right? Then Top Gun came along. And my dad was kind enough to gift me a Ninja 250. So of course, I was Maverick. I was a fighter pilot, right? I got the jacket with the patches, the aviators, like ridiculous. Like you look at me and you wanted to vomit, right? But that was a thing. That was a thing. I'm a man of a certain age. And then the first motorcycle that I was able to buy with my money, with my hard-earned money, was a Fat Boy, 1996 Harley Davidson Fat Boy, which I love that bike.
Was it black?
No, it was orange.
Orange, okay.
It was a Harley orange. I don't remember the name of the color. But then I was good friends of Jim Jannard, the owner of Oakley and inventor of the red camera. So he was kind enough to give me like a custom paint job from the Oakley guys that used to paint the race cars for them. Crazy. So I had a lot of, and now I have another custom paint on that bike. I still have that bike, by the way. And then, I had Ultras and Road Glides and whatever. And then I transitioned to other brands. I went to BMW, Triumphs. But then I saw an ST. And I'm a big fan of the show Sons of Anarchy. So they had a very precise style on their bikes, similar to the ST, very West Coasty, right? And I'm like, wow, I like what they're doing with their fairings, and I like what they're doing. I've never seen a Harley like that. It was the first time I was like, oh wow, it looks badass. The bike looks badass. And then I saw the ST. I was looking for a bike now that needed more protection, but I didn't want to go with the big ones, the Ultras or Road Glides. I just wanted to have like a half touring, half bagger, half super turismo, like an overall bike. And the ST click all the boxes.
So like what I said is I was so impressed that I didn't get a stock ST. You came in with modifications. Tell us a little bit about what you already did to your bike.
I like to modify bikes very selectively and very classy. I don't like these bikes that are like, bright orange, neon colors, and you change absolutely everything on the bike to the point that it's no longer a Harley, right? It's like a crazy stock bike that's somebody invented, right? I think Harley engineers, they put a lot of work into designing the bike, so you don't want to mess with that, right? So I like to customize the bike in a more aesthetic kind of way, not so much engine, not so much performance, but in a way that the bike looks slightly better. That you look at the bike, you're like, that's an ST, but it looks so much better for some reason, right? It looks so much better without looking like a completely different bike. So that's what I look when I want to customize bikes.
Sure. So tell us about what we did here at Advanblack for you today.
You did magic. Thank you. No. Well, you did. You freaking did magic. It's incredible. So the fairing, as you know, the high-end models of Harley Davidson, they have the color matching on the inside of the fairing, or at least glossy black, beautiful painted inside. And the ST comes with a beautiful fairing, but the inside of the fairing is plastic. It's made out of plastic. And I think that didn't sit quite well with me. I'm like, so I was debating into doing a color matching or just doing a glossy black finish on the inside. I decided to go with a glossy black, and probably eventually, or after 6 or 8 months, I might go with the color matching just to have a different bike, right, without having to purchase a new one. But right now we did the glossy black inside of the fairing, and it looks sick. I mean,
Yeah, your whole bike.
Can the camera look at it? It's incredible how it looks, man.
Yeah.
It's just 100 times better.
So we can see that your attention to detail in this bike is done really well. How did you find Advanblack, or what brought you to
Man,
us?
I was researching. I was researching before buying the ST, as men do. I was watching every single review on the ST or whatever, and I don't know if you noticed it, but surprisingly, no one has anything bad to say about the bike. The bike is just gorgeous. It's very well engineered, and I was looking for the inside fairing, the color matching, and then I arrived to Holy Shift.
And guess where I'm at? We're gonna visit Advanblack today.
You know the user, the YouTuber Holy Shift, and he was super excited because, oh, my Advanblack kit just arrived, the color matching. I'm like, Advanblack, what? And then he opens and he's installing the fairing. I'm like, oh my God, that looks so much better. And then I realized that you guys are in California, so we're like 45 minutes away from each other. I'm like, I'm gonna go and visit them. The hell with it. So I came here and I got to meet you and Gavino and Alan, of course, and you were very kind and generous and you know, guiding me on what would be the best fit for my bike and the look. And I think we did the right. I mean, it was the right choice. The glossy black on the inside of the fairing matches so many glossy black parts that the bike has, like the blinkers, parts of the front of the frame that are like glossy black. It's perfect.
It is. It came together really well, and I'm excited. I know that there are other things that you will do, not aggressive or crazy, but just maybe some mild things.
I will recommend, if you allow me, Ty, I think the insides of the bag, you should either color match them or do them glossy black. That will look sick.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Jaime, thank you so much. Is there anything
Thank
that
you,
you
Ted.
else want to add to the experience today? Or
Not at all, man. Thank you. Just listen. Honestly, you guys do a great job. Well, I mean, people that follow you, they know this. But if you have new viewers, because I'm here today, whatever, they should know that you produce your own fairings. You don't receive fairings and paint them and send them painted. Like, you produce your own fairings. Actually, your fairings are a bit more streamlined. They have like more like edges. I mean, they look so nice, but people should know that you don't have to receive a fairing to work on it and send it. You actually produce your own fairings. And that's great because then you keep your stock fairing, and you can have a fairing from Advanblack for a couple of months, and then, you know, rock that fairing for a little bit, and then go back to your stock fairing, so you have options.
yeah, I noticed that since you are an attention detail guy,
Yeah.
you were checking the fit and the finish, and it's very impressive.
It is plug and play. I mean, it's not plug and play because, of course, you have to, you know, I mean, I like to work on my bike and I like to install my pipes and whatever. But even if you don't like to work on bikes, if you're like, you can either you receive the fairing from Advanblack, and either you take it to your Harley dealership for them to install it, or it's honestly very easy to install. You can, you know, manipulate a screwdriver and a screw. That's it. You're good.
Yeah, and I appreciate that because I know that you could have done this, but you did. You wanted the Advanblack experience, so you came to us today. So,
100%.
and I'm glad you did.
And I love your workshop. Your shop is amazing. So thank you for having me. Yeah.
Thanks again.
Of course. Thank you, man.